Over to Daddy.
Jai Radha Madhava
Kunj. You have to unmute Dad. Please unmute.
Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bhaja Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। हरे नाम संकीर्तन नमो सभी की जय। भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रबंध महाराज की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नवशुप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यां भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। So welcome you in your congregation of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 22, Text 15 onwards, which is entitled The Marriage of Kardama Muni and Devhuti. Rishuvacha Badham Uddhodakamoham Apratacha Tavatmaja Avayornu Anuruposhat Adhyo Vaivahiko Vidhi. ऋषुवाच बाणम् उद्धोडुकामोहम् अप्रत्ता च तवात्मजा आवयोरनुरूपो स्वाव आद्यो वैवाहिको विधिः। ऋषुवाच बाणम् उद्धोदकामोहम् अप्रत्ता च तवात्मजा आवयोरनुरूपो स्वाव Adhyo Vaivahiko Vidhi. The word meaning by Srila Prabhupada. Rishi, the great sage Kardama, Uvacha said, Badham, very well. Uddhodho Kamaha, desirous to marry. Aham, I. Apratta, not promised to anyone else. Cha, and Tava, yours. Atmaja, daughter. Avayoho, of us two. Anurupaha, proper. Also thus. Adhya, first. Vivahikaha, of marriage. Videhe, ritualistic ceremony. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The great sage replied, certainly, I have a desire to marry, and your daughter has not yet married or given her word to anyone. Therefore, our marriage according to the Vedic system can take place. Small purport by Srila Prabhupada. There are many considerations by Kardama Muni before accepting the daughter of Swayambhu Manu. Most important is that Devhuti had first of all fixed her mind on marrying him. She did not choose to have any other man as her husband. That is a great consideration because female psychology dictates that when a woman offers her heart to a man for the first time, it is very difficult for her to take it back. Also, she had not married before. She was a virgin girl. All these considerations convinced Kardama Muni to accept her. Therefore he said, yes, I shall accept your daughter under religious regulations of marriage. There are different kinds of marriages, of which the first class marriage is held by inviting the suitable bridegroom for the daughters and giving her in charity. Well dressed and well decorated with ornaments, along with the dowry according to the means of the father. There are other kinds of marriages, such as Gandharva marriage and marriage by love, which are also accepted as marriage. Even if one is forcibly kidnapped and later on accepted as a wife, that is also accepted. But Kardama Muni accepted the first class way of marriage because the father was willing and the daughter was qualified. She had never offered her heart to anyone else. All these considerations made Kardama agree to accept the daughter of Swayambhu Manu. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjansalakaya Chakshmritam Enam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supatantikam Vandeyam Sri Guru Shvita Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitantam Sajivam Sadhutam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitam Cha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वांशाकल्पतरो वैश्य कृपा सिंधुवैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टाय भूतले श्रीमती जय पताका स्वामी नित्य नामने नमाचार्य पादाय निताय कृपा प्रदायने गौरकथा दामदाय नगर ग्राम तारणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे जय शिल प्रपात तो बाद अनुकंपा शिल प्रपात and blessings of the Vaishnavas and your cooperation, Nityam Bhagavata Seva is going on very nicely. The flow of the Bhagavata Ganga is going on uninterrupted. So we are hearing from says Kadama today, Rishuvacha Badham Uddhodha Kamoham Aprattacha Tavatmaja Avayor Anurupo Shadhu Adyo Vaivahiko Vidhi. So there was a proposal from Swayambhu Manu asking him, if you don't mind, I want my daughter married you. It was a proposal. So in this sloka he is accepting the proposal. And he is saying, certainly because I desire to marry. Why marry? What is the problem? Cannot be a celibate? No. He has been ordered to start progeny. Not he wanted. He had been ordered. He had been destined. He has been requested to do the progeny. And therefore, in order to progeny, he has to marry. In Jana, Tapa, Mahar and Satyaloka, there is no sex life. But from Swarga, Bhubhasva and downwards, there is a sex life. And in order to have the people in the material world, they have to be produced by the agency of father and mother. So Kardama is not that he is inclined to marry for sense gratification, but he is accepting to one day execute the order of the Lord. And second thing, he was ordained too. Because there are so many souls without the body hovering around, and they were to be given a chance to have the human body so that they can finish their all left over the desire and then go back home. Now, even in the married life, people can remain celibate. Like Lord Sri Ramachandra was celibate, though he had married Mother Sita. But what is the celibation means? Even Lord Krishna, after having 16,108 wives, he was celibate. Now listen what is celibate means. When you don't utilize either father or mother, husband and wife as a sense of sensual pleasure, then they are still brahmachari. Not sensual pleasure. Only to procreate, to give the chance to the soul to come in human form and then go back home. So they are also celibate. So Kardama Muni is saying, I accept. I accept the proposal. And because what is another proposal? But it has to be through the Vedic rituals. He is a Muni. Somebody had really, many years before, I think if I remember, it was that Sarmaji, who went to Dubai, that Linton Sarma, he was a disciple of Siri,
Art of living.
Art of Living.
Okay.
He had asked me, Guruji, long back, huh? He asked me, then do you think mantra is still hold? There are no brahmanas, no proper person. Do you think mantra is still hold? I said, yes, mantra do hold. He said, how? I said, you must have seen in India, all those who got married under the fire sacrifice, their marriage lasts forever. And all those so-called lovebird, love at first sight, divorce at the first fight, they don't last long. So what it says, mantra are still valid and they have impact, there is a bound. The Agni, Kunda in Agni is the witness. So may what come, bad time, good time, in sorrow and happiness, we be together. So he's saying, we'll marry with the Vedic system, under fire sacrifice. It's not just you leave the daughter here and then go, no. In our Sanatan Dharma, there are 8 kinds of marriages. How many kinds? 8 kinds. One is known Vahya. Marriage, just a simple ceremony. Like I married my daughter-in-law, my son, with the Vahya ceremony. Just call the people, do the fire sacrifice, and have prasadam and go. Another one is Daiva, which is simply with yagna. So Kardama Muni wanted the Daiva type of marriage with yagna to be performed. Another one is Arya, taking money from the groom. In other words, sell the girl. Still, till today in India, this is prevalent. You say, okay, I'll marry my daughter to your son, whatever it is, give me 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 rupees, is known as Arya. Another is Prajapatya. Prajapatya is a court marriage. Court marriage, not only that in a law court marriage when the senior people witness and they sign, yes, you both are married. That court marriage. In front of the society, the elders, with their consent. Another one is Asura. Is very nice. Taking money for girl and her family from the groom. Like in this part of the world, this takes place. Asura. They take a lot of money from the groom for the daughter and for the mother and so many things they do it. Another one is Gandharva, love marriage. Love marriage. The best Gandharva marriage was between what's the name of Bhimsena and Hidamba. They fell in love and the love was very so nice. Hidambi sacrificed her brother Vidamba because he was obstacle in between their love. So simply said, my dear Bhima, if you really love me, kill him. Recently there is a girl and her boyfriend, they are languishing in the jail for hanged to be death. For their love, they killed only 8 family members in one night because they were objecting to. So this is Gandharva, love marriage. And love marriage is very nice. You come home, if mother and father object, you drive mother and father away. Because you have ruled house for so many years, now me and my wife will rule. Another one is Rakshasa, kidnapping the bride from the ceremony. Take it away. And another is Pichasa. They kidnap the insane. But what Prabhupada is saying in the Anvasa commentary, even any kind of marriage, if the girl is accepted as wife, it is regulated. It is accepted. But not nowadays. What the people are doing? In the name of so-called love. I think there is a 2, 3, 4 before. There was a minister in UP. Last month he married the sixth wife. Sixth wife. By marrying, one of them was also Hindu. Marrying them, producing children, divorce them. The children will be taken care by them, by the girl. So this time, he had the sixth marriages, and unfortunately, Yogi came to know he put behind the bar. And I don't think he will come out for another 5 years. So many kinds of marriages. But look here, Kardama was saying that it has to be under Vedic system. That we are each other, we are forever. And furthermore, we will come to know he had put one more condition. To Devuti. See, though I am a Prajapati, but I am also yogi. As soon as the son is born to us, which was bound to, because Lord has already told him, then I leave for my sannyasa vows, for my ekanti bhakti ki, for my bhajan anandi I leave. So this condition is going to put it. But at the moment, the marriage ceremonies, if you talk in India and anywhere in the world, they are very hodgepodge. If you tell somebody, oh, I'm married for 30 years, they laugh. Wallah! 30 years! Ya! Ya Allah! What is happening? Either she has no sense or you have no sense. But Vedic ceremonies, there was never a divorce. But yes, the husband will leave as soon as the boy has become mature enough to take care of the mother. That was a system. Right from the Sati Yuga, it was a system. Because the human birth is very, very rare. Therefore, in order you don't do the penanza, you can't reach. As we say, same again, punarapi janma, punarapi marana, punarapi janani jatari sahane. यह संसार है बहुत दुस्तारे कृपया पाए पाए मुरारे. So now, but he's the age of Kali. What can you do? You have a house, you have children, you have responsibility. But then our more responsibility is towards our dharma, our guru, our parampara. That is more. Rest you can put at the back burner. And that automatically will take place. This is a shloka. It's a very nice shloka. It says, Yatra yatra cha mad bhaktaha prasanta samadarshinaha sadavaha samudacharo aste yuyanti kitakaha. It is from 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, maybe 10th chapter. Whenever and wherever there are peaceful, equipoised devotees who are well behaved and decorated with all good qualities, that place and the dynasty there, even if condemned, are purified. So no force here. The dynasty that we belong to, because we have come in human form here, it means they were not purified. And therefore it became our duty to purify them. The first class Bhakta can purify 21 generations. The Madhyamadhikari can purify 14 generations. And Kanishta can purify 7 generations. But if Vaishnava is born, wherever somebody takes his name, that particular person, according to his surroundings, are purified. A Vaishnava. Look at Srila Prabhupada. He has purified the entire world. He went to Russia just for maybe 12 hours. Only for 12 hours he is in Russia. See what happened to Russia? All become a devotee. Prabhupada had come to Iran, Tehran, the Muslim world. in Muslim world how very nicely the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is going on in any pretext. So the Vaishnava can purify the entire world wherever he goes and wherever his glories are being sung. That is the potency to being a devotee. But now, many times, we are so-called devotee. Maybe wearing big nice tilaka, wearing nice clothes and kanti mala, and speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the back of the mind, so many things are going on. That doesn't help good. Bahu janma kari yadi sarvana kirtana, tabanta na paya Krishna pade premadhana. It is very, very difficult. We have to be very, very pure in our thoughts, in our deed, in our action. Until we have that, we cannot reap the benefit of the human form. Very, very difficult. So don't become satisfied now, you can hear Srimad Bhagavatam, you can talk on Srimad Bhagavatam, you can do this, you can do that. That's nothing. It is only a dream. And to achieve the dream, a lot of action. And this action throughout the day, throughout the life we breathe last. If it doesn't take place, then we have lost the opportunity of having come in this human form. Very demanding, but very easy. Those who are practicing, for them it's very easy. And those who are not practicing, it becomes very, very difficult for them. So onus is on us. It is me. It is I. It is we. That we have to inculcate the process set by Srila Prabhupada. And it can be performed now with joy. You don't have morals, you don't have to really think, you don't have to really cry it out. No. This bhakti doesn't cost anything. And still, the result is enormous. Fantastic result. And what is the result? Getting rid of this janma karma, janma mrityu. And then go back home, back to Godhead. It's all possible, it's all practical. Whatever instruction Krishna is giving, whatever instruction the Sukacharya is giving, or any Vaishnava is giving, they are not asking us to do impossible. They are not saying you can drink poison. They are not saying you lift Govardhana hill. Or for that matter, anything. No. They are simply saying very, very simple thing. What is that? Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaro. Ya yad karosi yad asnasi yad josi datatasa. Ya tat srunu. Listen from me. Janma karma chame divyam. Is a divya. It's not ordinary. It's not simply you read line by line and you become realized. No, it's divya. The involvement of soul is must. Eyes can read, mind can retain certain information, but not all. Until our Atma is involved. And actually Atma can only understand Krishna. Because Atma is also non-material, Krishna is non-material. So they can understand. But sometimes the Atma is involving investing our eyes and mind to understand Krishna. We can all achieve that. So here he is saying Vedic system. We have a Pancharatrika Vidhi, that's a Vedic system. We have Bhagavata Vidhi, that is a system. So he is saying within the system we have to work. Here we are doing the marriage, but then Pancharatrika Vidhi we have to follow and Bhagavata Vidhi we have to follow. Whimsically, if I feel, I think, that's not going to help. That's not going to last for long. So taking the clue of this Vedic system, let us understand Pancharatrika Vidhi and let us understand Bhagavata Paddhati. And then we can enjoy this life and even after death. So with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my talk. Some time is left. If those who have any questions, and if I could understand your question, I may be in a position to reply. Hare Krishna.